playoff matches will be best of 7 for independent Wizards versus Wildcats. If I'm the Wizards, Raid, I want to win this kickoff first. I want to get this first goal because we got to break momentum.
Yeah, I think the Wizards, if they want to win this game, they just need to come out high flying, throw the Wildcats off and get them off their game, because the Wildcats have played a very consistent game all season.
Yeah, but we already see the Wildcats on offense here. Not quite able to coalesce, but they did own the ball more here in this moment. Moving it downfield finally are the Wizards. Able to get that shot on, but not able to score. And so when you watch this matchup, right, I feel like this is a game that's going to be dominated on the offense. These are both two teams who are very statistically uncomfortable on the defensive half.
Yeah, both teams are really like playing in control, and I think that the Wildcats are the more defensive team here. But if they get thrown off their game, they can end up letting in a bunch of goals. And the Wizards, if they're not scoring constantly, they seem to be thrown off their game as well.
That was a really good shot, though, for the Wizards, but a better save from Waff, I believe it was. Actually, no, it was Will, I think. It's hard to read some of these names either way for me. On the smaller screen, of course, I do apologize. My, of course, computer is broken, so I'm on my other laptop at the moment. But either way, both back and forth we go. About 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in this game. Neither team able to take the lead so far. Back and forth play, and neither team is on the midfield. And that's going to be a problem for both of these teams. The first team to find that midfield presence, I feel like, was the one that can establish their offensive momentum. The Wizards, though, hanging in there. Good shot comes through, but so many good saves have come out so far from this Wildcats team. No stranger to that net, so they definitely don't prefer to be down there. I mean, Raid, is this going to be sort of a one-goal game in your opinion, or are both these teams just sort of waiting for the moment to unleash their offensive prowess?
I think if I'm the Wizards here, I'm like, we need to make this not a one-goal game, because the Wizards struggle in low-scoring games, and they really got to be the one to punch a few goals in. This first game might be low-scoring, but like, it needs to get changed if the Wizards want to take this.
Indeed, both teams, again, still searching for purchase, still looking for that first goal to come through. You feel like as the closer it takes down, the more that first goal is going to matter. I've been very impressed so far. The Wizards have possessed the ball well, but a miss here will leave this open to go the other way for this Wildcats team. They keep dumping away that ball, though. They don't own it, they don't dribble, and I feel like that's going to become a consistent problem as well. Because if you allow a team like the Wizards to own the ball, they are comfortable dribbling and shooting and passing together. So if I'm the Wildcats, I need to own more of this ball.
Yeah, the possession needs to be more in the Wildcats' favor if they want to score here. They've been playing pretty much constant defense. They have their rotation, but just unable to get the capitalizing when they need to.
As time continues to tick down, now 2 minutes, 10 seconds left on this clock here. I hope my stream is not delayed. But still, both teams searching for purchase. This is a good opportunity, but the Wildcats, again, not there to take advantage. And the Wizards will pick this one up, moving back downfield the other way. Now Wizards the ball off to Waff, who again loses it here to Neutrino. Looking for the double, but he can't find it. Nor can his teammate. A bang off top crossbar. This is dangerous transition the other way. But Holy Pope, he reads it the whole time with this shadow play. Now he's moving it back downfield. Wizards know they want to get this first holy go. They want to get this first holy game. And that was a great touch from Tristan. But again, the defense for these Wildcats. How do you break these guys down? Time and time again, they've saved it on the goal line.
Yeah, they just need to get more pressure, get the follow-ups there, because they're obviously not going to convert on the first shot, so they just need to keep the pressure going and have players there to penalize if there's a bit of an overcommit.
We continue to tick down time here. First goal will probably be our final one. An open net, though, is there for the Wildcats, and Legion will bury the first goal of this series. The first lead will go to the Wildcats.
Yeah, Legion just catches the Wizards out of position. No one's back. Almost misses with the double, but manages to get the follow-up and pot the goal. And now with just over a minute left, it looks like the Wizards have the control they want. And the Wildcats need to up their offense if they want to bring this back.
Yeah, still in this one, we saw a lot of good offense from them come through. And a minute left in this game. You imagine that they can find purchase here. They can come back, but time is slowly whittling away. Now, Neutrino gives this one away to the Wildcats, who do whiff. So the ball continues to float in the midfield, but time is not the friend of this Wizards roster. The ball popping off sidewall awkwardly. Still, the Wildcats firm possession. They love this time crunch right now. Just going to keep throwing it to the corner. They don't care. They got one goal. One goal is all they need to win it. A dangerous back touch there, but we'll take it from their opponents. still the Wildcats' possession. Legion will move this one upfield, and Tristan finally breaks this open. You've got 2 defenders, and that's an excellent save to keep this out. Wizards, this feels like your final opportunity with 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the Wildcats doing a really good job just continuing to pile on the pressure, and if you're the Wizards, you need to start trying to get something going, get a clear, get a follow-up, but they seem to just be throwing the ball away, no real thought into their control, and the Wildcats are just continuing to hold it in here.
Yeah, as time will continue to tick away, the Wildcats looking to be your Game 1 winners unless the Wizards can find a miracle. Doesn't look to be so, and the Wildcats, in the first of our best-of-7 series, will take Game 1. It was back and forth, though. Like, by no means was it a blowout. It was very close. The Wildcats, of course, fortunate to find an open net purchase against those Wizards, who have had difficulty rotating through sometimes on the defensive back half. You know, you talked about Pope, right? Being that guy who is sort of a wild card and bottom of his team right now. Do you think it's just they need more of a performance from him on these Wizards? Do you think that was a really good showing and just a little bit unfortunate? What has to happen for the Wizards to get back into the series?
The Wizards need to score. They were held off the score sheet, only 6 total shots to a player. This is a team that regularly puts up like 15 shots in a game. I'm not seeing the offense that I expect from these guys, and I hope as this series go on, they're able to pick it up, because as of right now, they're not looking like the offensive powerhouse they were all season, and that could be their downfall here if they don't change that.
Yeah, you want to come back now. You want to start that comeback train before it runs away. From these tracks. That said, guys, the beginning here of Game 2 of this best-of-7. Of course, the Wildcats up 1. What can the Wizards do to respond? Well, they start on offense once again. They're unable to keep it there as the Wildcats quickly transition downfield. Waff with a great demo and the pass off the corner wall, but Tristan able to bail his team out, buy a lot of time, allow that respawn to come through, and a great ground pinch to knock this one downfield. If they get the perfect bounce, there's a shot opportunity here with the miss. Actually wasn't end up a miss, so Tristan's shot will go high. Neutrino still controlling it in the midfield, though. And again, you know, both teams feeling each other out, but you need to score if you are this Wizards team. And the more time that ticks down in this series, the worse it's got to feel for them.
Yeah, the Wizards just trying to get anything going, but they've just been held back by this Wildcats rotation, unable to really get their offense high flying. They need to find an answer, and they need to find it quick here, as no shots so far in this game.
No shots indeed. Opportunity, though, for either team to get in this. And that's the thing, is like the Wildcats, you're doing a good job of keeping the Wizards from scoring, but you're not scoring yourself, right? They only got the 1 goal on an open net misplay, I should say, a misrotation from the Wizards. I do apologize. I'm actually having to deal with another series in the background here. But Neutrino will take this one up for the Wizards. A demo comes through from Waff, and I would like to see these demos the other way, right? I would like to see the Wizards open up that Wildcat net with some demos of their own.
Yeah, they need to get some demos. They need to find some way to disrupt the Wildcats, whether it's bumps, demos, like just like unexpected touches. Like, they just need to switch it up, because right now they're getting shut down. As I say that, Will Potts, the first goal of the game, just reads it off the corner wall. Perfect bounce, follows up his play, pots it in the top of the net, and now the Wildcats have another goal, and they lead.
And it's a defensive mistake, right, from the Wizards. Again, nobody challenges that ball in the air. Nobody's able to get there. It's a free shot for the Wildcats once again. They're comfortable here in this position up 1-0, but a lot more time is left than there was in Game 1, 3 minutes, in fact, to get back into this. And already the Wizards looking to do so, but some great back wall defense will come through for these Wildcats here. It's just so stalwart on defense. Surprising, honestly. I didn't expect them to be much more of a defensive team. They're a team who has thrived consistently on the offense. So it's refreshing to see such good back wall defense from the Wildcats. But can they keep it up, as the Wizards' offensive potential you have seen throughout this series? They just can't find their first goal. You feel like it's all they're waiting on is the breakthrough here, as Tristan will beat one in the corner, but unfortunately will get beat by the second man of the Wildcats. Still, though, Neutrino will come through to help. A great touchdown to Tristan, and a better shot for the Legion again. Will deny them on the goal line here. Back to the Wizards' half we go. Now Tristan controlling it in his own corner. Still has possession. Will in the background. Demos 1, so this is a dangerous challenge here to move to the offense. I love that play that we're seeing from the back end of the Wildcats, as Waff will bury this one off. An unfortunate bounce for the Wizards. Up 2-0, and those demos from Will, I think, are opening up the field. They're making the Wizards so scared to challenge and hurting their rotation.
Yeah, Will and Waff, the 1-2 punch with demos. They're just getting the pressure, Wizards are obviously a bit discouraged, not getting the goals they're expecting. And as I said, the Wizards without goals look kind of lost, and they can't get anything past the backboard defense. But as I say that, Neutrino pots one, a nice dribble, opens the scoring. First goal of the series for the Wizards here.
Finally opening something up again off the back of Neutrino, a guy who I said had to come through for these boys tonight. So definitely back in this one, only down one with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Can they find that other purchase? You feel like finally now that they've opened up the floodgates, maybe we can see that from the Wizards, but you still got to try. 2 minutes now left here in game two. Remember, Wildcats up one in the series. Look at the shield, if you guys did not know. Now, I know we got to change that, obviously, but it is there. And a great shot will come through for the Wizards once again, saved by Will. On the defense, the Wildcats not able to move this out often, but when they do, they seem to find good results. They do give the ball away here, and Holy Pope will move this back downfield for the Wizards, controlling it. Will get a second touch opportunity. It was wide and saved either way by Legion. Ball still, though, encroaching. I like the demo from Neutrino, but it does not come through, so we see a transition the other way. 2 defenders versus 3 offensive fielders. Wildcats, a waft. Although he gets the demo, the ball gets taken from him here, and Tristan will move forward, get a good double here, follow this up, and we have a tie ball game.
Yeah, what a play from Tristan. Solo plays, catches Legion in kind of no man's land on defense, unable to defend it, just caught watching. And now we're at a tied game. Wizards really picked it up in the second half, and we'll see if they can continue this in the remainder of this game.
Yes, indeed. You know, now the momentum feels like it's on their side, right? You feel like, and I do apologize again, I was dealing with a captain issue in the background here, but you do feel like the momentum goes the way right now of the Wizards. They score 2 straight. They finally were able to break the offense. It's a great play from Tristan there to get the second as well, and a great shot here. No teammate needed, and Tristan once again will find that top corner billing, and for the first time in this series, the Wizards will have the lead.
Yeah, I was waiting for that Neutrino redirect, but it was not needed. Tristan with an absolute laser to the top right corner. No one able to get up for it, and now the Wizards score 3 straight and rally back here.
Rally back indeed. But as you say that, I mean, the Wildcats are like you're like Casper curse them right out the gate. As Waff off the kickoff, wins it handily. Will eat 4 food, buries that one, top billing. Nobody there to save it.
Yeah, if I'm the Wizards, I'm like, we can't be allowing that, because a kickoff goal is not a good way to lose a lead, and they've been pretty solid so far, but they just got to watch that.
Watch it indeed. Now 50 seconds left in this game. Momentum back on the side of the Wildcats, who do get a great demo and a great 50, and Legion's just like, I'll do it all myself from one end of the world to the other. And the Wildcats reclaim their lead. Now 46 seconds left in game 2.
Yeah, great demo on the 1, and then gets the second 50 into the bottom left corner. What a shot, what a solo play. And now the Wildcats, who looked a bit out of this game, are now back in the lead here with 45 to play.
The Wizards have fallen off here, allowing 2 straight to go against them. And it feels like the Wizards, they don't know how to play from ahead. I mean, they very rarely have been ahead, and they obviously let this one slip, struggling to keep this Wildcats team from beating them on both ends of the ball. But 30 seconds left in this one. Offense is going the way of the Wizards right now. They need this goal, of course, to equalize and send this to the OT. They get beat, though, once again on the 1v1s. Waff taking this one downfield. Tristan off his own back wall, trying to get the Wizards back into it. 15 seconds remaining. It's got to happen now. It's a great touch, but nobody's there for this Wizards team. Waff just playing with the ball, running timeout. Bottom 10 seconds here. Will beat one. Final opportunity for the Wizards, coalescing now. Neutrino pops it upward. He's got a teammate there. Can he get the shot? No, it's wide, and nobody's there. The misread from the third man. Holy Poke couldn't get it, and the Wildcats now up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, the Wildcats looked a bit out of it. They had a lead to start. The momentum kind of shifted to the Wizards, but they came back in the last minute and got the lead back. Did what they had to do, continuing to just play their game. The Wizards have not really had a consistent answer, and they're taking that their advantage, and they lead 2-0 here.
And you feel like now you need, you're this Wizards team, right? And you had a lead there and you lost it. You sort of were getting beat when you pushed offense really hard. You were getting beat on the defense. Then when you pushed defense, you were getting beat on the offense. What have these guys got to do? What secret formula do they have to not only get above the Wildcats, but then push them down throughout the match?
They just really have to just come out quicker. They've been trailing every single game. They need to get a couple early goals, get the confidence, and then actually do a decent job defensively to hold that lead. They're an offensive team, but they're lacking the defense, and the offense isn't coming quick. They need to pick up the offense early and then work on the defense to defend, because they're unable to hold a lead, and it's hard for them to get a lead. And they trail, and that needs to change.
Indeed. Now, game 3 of this best of 7. If you're the Wildcats, you'll love to take this and put yourselves on match point to get out of here. A lot of pride on the line for this one. But Wizards, can you find some purchase? Can you get back into this one? Not a great start, as there was an open net, but both Wizards teammates able to get back before that one is shot. Now Tristan looking to angle this ball. Will beat one. Moving it upfield. He has been the offensive rock for this Wizards team. Has to keep coming through and scoring the goals if they want to win. A great demo there. Opens things up. Now only 2 defenders remaining. He goes for a second bump and gets it. But Neutrino delays that so long. He allows the defender to come through in that corner. And is that just a product of not trusting your teammates? Because he could have passed to his teammate, who was third in the midfield.
I just think this Wizards team's super solo play heavy. They don't really look for passes very much, and they rely on the solo mechanics to get shots through.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to work together, as teamwork does make the dream work in these matches. A great bump from Legion. This net is open, and Waff will pinch it all the way in. Just a handoff, football style, in the back of the net. And once again, the Wildcats will take the first lead in game 3.
Yeah, Legion does a great job with the bump, but almost gets in the way of Waff's shot. But Waff still manages to pot it through. And now the Wildcats are playing with the lead for the 3rd consecutive game here.
But can you get back into this? If you're the Wizards, you're no stranger to this position, but you are stranger to getting back above your opponent. A great 50 from Tristan, but doesn't quite go his way, as Legion's able to get back on this one. Had more boost, of course. Still, though, a double commit opens things up as Holy Pope will pop this forward, but he doesn't opt to follow it, and nor is Tristan able to get there. And these are sort of the disconnects you talk about, right? Nobody's there on defense either, and Waff, I mean, that is free. Where are the Wizards' communications?
Yeah, they're finding themselves overcommitted on offensive plays, and those plays are not working. And an easy counterattack, and Waff will punish that every day, any day of the week. And now up by 2. There's a lot of time left, but the Wizards just are not looking their strongest today.
Indeed, you're going to have to find a way, though, to dig down deep. We've seen a lot of match results come through, of which we'll update you eventually, but you know, Wizards, you don't want this to be a 4-0 sweep. You want to get back into this one, at least take a game. Looking rough right now as the Wildcats rolling pretty. Trying to get another one here. A great pass from Waff, and that is clinical. Waff to Legion. That's the team play that I'd like to see from the Wizards.
Yeah, Waff did a great job beating the one defender up the wall and throws it mid, and Legion pots it through. And there's the connection. The Wildcats have it, the Wizards want it, and now it's 3-0 with 3 minutes to play.
And you get back into this game. Can you find some relief? The Wizards, they need it now more than ever. Still 3 minutes left, so plenty of time to get back into this one. But the comeback train needs to start soon, as they have not historically done well at scoring many goals throughout this series. This touch already errant, dangerous. As Holy Pope not able to connect. Will E4 Food is there. The ball just floating on the goal line. Actually just sort of slow walks itself in. Now 4-0. Are the Wizards starting to feel green?
I feel like the Wizards are just feeling like everything they're doing is getting countered. Their typical offense is not working. I would like to hear their comms. I wonder if they're getting a little demoralized here because their strategy isn't working. The Wildcats are shutting them down, and they do not have an answer here.
Wizards still looking for a winning formula. Somebody has got to revive this dying beast. Remember, this is not the team that did list a sub. I don't believe they have a sub available for them right now. So as you mentioned, right, Xavier, college, and doesn't have his console or easy access to his console right now. So this is all you got if you're the Wizards. The one opportunity now, an open net, downfield clear. You had Holy Pope looking for the demo, but it wasn't even needed. Net was so open, and Tristan will find some signs of life. Still 236 is possible, right? Possible for this team to get back into it. This is a good first goal to start.
Yeah, like Waff was going to be able to get back to that. I feel like the bump by Pope was super necessary because it pushed Waff into the other side of the net and left that open. Like a super good bump. It didn't bump directly, but it forced the player out of the net and an easy conversion. And now it's a 3-goal lead. Still a lot, but more doable than what it was before.
Absolutely, though, Tristan not able to connect there. You would have loved to have a second goal. Still, though, a great pass comes through, a better safe. Holy Pope not able to get this on, but Tristan will once again clean it up. Both goals in this game. So many goals for this team throughout this series. The offensive guy comes through again. We have a 2-goal lead now, cut down with 2 minutes 18 seconds. Easily doable.
Yeah, the back and forth is huge. The Wizards are getting constant offense, forcing out saves and converting on the rebounds, which is what they do in almost all of their series. But is it too little too late here? They still have had a 2-goal deficit, and the Wildcats have not seemed like a team to go down easy.
You know, do you feel like the Wildcats are maybe letting off the gas pedal, and that's why these goals have gone through? Or what's been the difference right now? Because these are the same shots they were making in the first 2 games that never found any purchase on this Wildcats defense.
I think they're just getting. I really think the Wildcats have kind of chilled out a bit. They're not as like stressed about anything, but that could come to hurt them because they still got to win this game and then one more game at least.
Indeed, and now moving downfield, though, they look a little more alive, trying to get the pass or the demo actually, but finds neither. Tristan able to clear this one, but not for long. Waff was out in the midfield. Holy Pope, however, will pop this downfield. But these challenges are being met in the midfield, and this is a good look from the Wildcats. Can they keep this up as a shot? Will come on. Legion has the easy save. Neutrino can't quite find the purchase to get the pass here, but will bump an enemy opponent and allow Holy Pope to come through, trying to get the second pass, but Waff says no. Again, the good backboard defense from the Wildcats coming out. Still possibilities there, but finally will eat for food. Here's this one out. And time is not the friend, once again, of these Wizards. And they look better, but they need to score soon.
Yeah, they look better, but it's coming like with 1 minute left here in game number 3. Go down 3-0, and the reverse sweep is super difficult. And Legion's just keeping the control, not really letting any possession come their way.
Yeah, and a key miss from the Wizards in the midfield off of a great pass. I believe it was Tristan not able to connect, and that could play big. It was at the 1 minute mark, and now we're down to 40 seconds left in this game as the Wildcats once again move downfield. A good touch from Tristan keeps this out, but the ball now floats dangerously left for a moment as Neutrino tries to collect his senses, but can't win the 50. So now 30 seconds remaining, still down to the ball floating. Time is not your friend, Wizards. You've got to get this one out finally. Some signs of life, but Legion trying to corral this one, will mistouch it, however, and allow Neutrino to bring this downfield. Reads him well, though, does Legion. And the more time we take off now, 15 seconds left. You feel like this game is over with a great pop from Legion, and that is the dagger. The Wildcats will have a 3-0 series lead on match point moving into game 4.
Yeah, what a side flip flick from Legion right over Tristan and into the right side of the net. 3-goal lead, 12 seconds. That's the dagger. As Wildcats, he will take game number 3 and take a stranglehold on the series.
Indeed, you're the Wizards. You've had flashes, you've got some offense, but you've never been able to maintain a lead throughout this series. Can you find ways to come back, to figure out your game style, or will the Wildcats give us a sweep tonight, a sweep that they themselves predicted? We're going to find out in game 4. And, you know, we've talked a lot about what's the problem with the Wizards, how they not figured it out. But the Wildcats, right? I mean, they have been playing stalwart Rocket League. No matter if they let a goal in or they go down, as we saw in game 2, they come back. There's no hesitation for them. Nobody shook. And Legion, his defense has been on peak. You know, this team is firing on all cylinders. Their rotations seem better. Their communication seems better. You know, what has been their key aspect that's allowed them to take these first 3 games, in your opinion?
I think they're just ridiculously consistent. Like, they were good to start game 1, and they're still super good. They're passing. They've got perfect backboard defense. Always have someone up there to defend up high. And they keep a guy far post as well to cover all options. They're connecting in the midfield. They're clearing to people. They're keeping possession really well. They're just playing consistent and have everything they're trying to do is successful. Whereas on the side of the Wizards, they're not getting the offense that they want to see, and they're kind of getting worried, and they're kind of falling from their game plan.
Can the Wizards find some life, give us our first reverse sweep of this season? We've had no reverse sweeps in playoffs yet. Can they find it? Or will the Wildcats come out strong and finish even stronger? We're about to find out as only 15 seconds to tick down. Both teams feeling themselves out in the midfield. Neither team able to take purchase, but a whiff there, and that's a great start for the Wizards. Neutrino, you can find the back of this net. 20 seconds of the game 4.
Yeah, Will jumps for it, a little overshoots if it ends up hopping over it. An unfortunate play, an unfortunate whiff, and now, for the second time in this whole series, the Wizards have a lead.
And they maintain it, though. They were unable to maintain their lead in game 2, but that's a great pop to start. Holy Pope. His shot goes around the world and back, but unfortunately can't find purchase in the back of the net, and downfield we go for the Wildcats. But that 50 doesn't go their way. Legion has to back off. This is dangerous. Plays it off his own back wall. Great boost control, though. Taking it from Tristan allows Legion to once again play the ball. Now he dies here, but he pumps this one high and eliminates any offensive potential for the Wizards. Still, though, Not to be done, Tristan, or Neutrino, excuse me, pops this one across the field. Holy Pope corrals it, looking for a teammate. A great bump, and Tristan once again will bury it. 2-0, the biggest lead so far of the series for the Wizards team.
Yeah, the Wizards are just playing their game. They're being aggressive, they're bumping, they're passing, they're converting, and they're putting the Wildcats on their heels, which they really haven't felt all game. So we'll see if that'll continue here with less than a minute into this game.
With everything on the line, finally coming alive is this Wizards team playing for their lives, at least for this season 15. Can they keep it up, or will the Wildcats find some sort of purchase? This is the first time in which they're going to actively have to play a bunch of offense to get back into the series. They have, thrived on the defensive end, as it were, consistently, time and time again. Can they find the mistakes here? It looks like it is Waff will take this downfield, but a better save will come through. This Wizards team, they know they don't want to let any sort of little creepy goals go through, no shaky goals. Their defense has been a problem. Can they hold out here, Raid? Still 3 minutes left in this game, so much Rocket League.
I do think the Wizards are not out of the woods at it by any means. They've got to continue to play their game, and they've struggled a bit with consistency, so we'll see if they can. That's a beautiful pass from Holy Pope.
Absolutely.
Up in the air, beats one, and over to Neutrino, who pots it in the open side.
It pulls one defender out to the net and allows Neutrino a one-on-one with the defender, who absolutely can't save that. It's such a good and fast-paced shot from Neutrino. 3-0. Now the lead. Still a lot of Rocket League left in this one. Not by any means irrecoverable for this Wildcats team, but maybe in the back hour, this Wizards team is able to find some signs of life within themselves. Dig down deep. And do you think, though, they can maintain this sort of aggression, assuming they win this one, for the next 3 matchups?
I don't think they have the consistency. I think they might get a match or two here, but I don't think they have enough to get 4 straight. I've really not seen it this season, so we'll see though. They have a right to prove me wrong.
They do indeed. Neutrino will take this one off the corner. I do apologize, everybody. I will have to fix the title. This is, of course, an independent league matchup, so if you are searching up the ranks, you'll be looking for the indie or independent league ranks. This is not the single A matchup from before. A great downfield hit, though, as I say that, from Legion. Gets his team back into it. And this is starting to become a problem for the Wizards. That open backfield net where they misrotate, and it's just free for the Wildcats to take a goal.
They had 3 on the same side of the field there. Nobody was covering far post. They were all 3 on the same side, and all it took was one hard shot to the other side and an easy goal for Legion. And some signs of life come back here for the Wildcats with just under a minute to play.
Still trying to maintain this lead. You feel like all but secured for them. I mean, you really sort of wouldn't expect this Wildcats team to come back, but possibly, right? I mean, you feel like there is that opportunity. The Wildcats, such a good team, they would love to close this one out here. The Wizards, of course, fighting for their lives in this game and in the ensuing 3, assuming they can make it that far. I want to ask you, though, Ray, you're the Wildcats. What do you have to do on the other end, right, to sort of bring yourselves back in this series? They have struggled being proactively offensive. They've really relied on the mistakes that come out from that Wizards back end.
If I'm the Wildcats, I'm saying, okay, the Wizards have finally figured us out. We kind of just got to settle down, play our game. We can't let them get a few goals early. We know that's what they thrive on. Let's just buckle down, play our game, work as a team, and get some goals. As I say, that Tristan Potts one, though, a bit of an overcommitment. 2 in the corner, 3 players deep, all basically on the backboard, and Tristan Potts a free one.
Completely open, and that is huge. We're trying to secure this game with a minute 26 left on the clock. Now up 4-1 are the Wizards. You feel like this game is all but theirs, and some signs of life, some confidence should come out of this one, because once they were, they've been short of shooting like this all series long, but have been unable to find purchase in the back of the net until now. But it means that their formula is working, and there is an element of tiredness, you feel like, to this Wildcats defense. You cannot be 100% all series long, particularly in a best of 7. These guys, of course, usually play best of 5. So definitely like what I'm seeing from the Wizards here. The Wildcats shake this one off. You bought yourself a 3-game lead, so still plenty of Rocket League left for you to win it. But that said, it feels like the Wizards will secure this one as time continues to whittle away, and no goal comes through for the Wildcats. Now, you're the Wizards, though. How do you maintain this momentum game to game?
Just remember what worked and keep her going. what made this game successful? Let's like get a few more goals early. It seems to throw them off. Let's keep her up. Let's go get one game at a time. Obviously, you don't want to get overstressed, and just keep playing and playing and playing, because with another goal by Tristan here, the Wizards have just had control. Their high-flying offensive play style is throwing the Wildcats off. They're just shooting like crazy. 8 total shots to the 5 by the Wildcats. And now it's a 5-1 lead with 24 seconds to play.
The game all but over as the Wizards looking to secure this one. Tristan again trying to pad them offensive stats. He has been their sharpshooter throughout the season. And the breakdown from the Wildcats defense does not look encouraging. Like I said, though, there's still plenty of time left in the series. And they are the team who, if they must, he does have a sub to sort of change their rhythm up, although I don't expect to see that sub in the next game. A double commit on defense, though, made that really dangerous. Still nothing was found. As we tick down to the final second here, the Wizards will not get swept. They will find some signs of life and win here in Game 4.
Yeah, I don't see either team making a roster change. The Wildcats have hit shot, but hit shot has not been in the lobby for the last few games, and the Wizards have no sub with Xavier being off at school. So these are the teams. They're likely going to stay the teams. And if I'm the Wildcats, I'm saying it's one game, shake it off. We'll come back, we'll win one more, and we'll move on to the grand finals.
Can we continue to see the reverse train as the Wizards will find purchase in one game, but still down in the series 3-1? Or will the Wildcats find a way to get back into this to lock up the next matchup? Great, I'm going to have you take over the play-by-play. My stream is lagging a little bit here, but I definitely can still see it and can give some of the commentary.
All right, here we go. Game number 5. Still a stranglehold here by the Wildcats. Fell in the last one, but we'll see if they can continue it here. As Will versus Pope. Pope wins the 50. Ball goes towards the net, but Legion is there. Legion trying to get control, trying to get it clear, but can't because Tristan gets the 50 on 1, gets the 50 on 2, but Will, covering the backboard, shuts that down. Waff tries to get it clear over to Legion. Legion pops it up. Might have one more here, but Neutrino beats him out. Holy Pope tries to get that past one. Does so successfully. Over to Tristan. Back to Pope. Pope misses on the pop-up, though. But this is the Wizards playing their game. They've got pressure early, and they're looking to pot another few quick goals and take this one.
You know, yeah, you're right. I mean, this is their pressure, but the problem is both of these teams have done this consistently throughout the series. They struggle early, right? They feel each other out in the midfield, and then you sort of see aggression from both sides, and whichever team scores first has a lot of the momentum. You know, it comes down to shot placement a lot of the time as well. A lot of these guys are not working with their teammates. They just sort of lob it up at net. They really hope that it sticks, and that's not a winning formula, particularly for the Wizards, who have, we've seen, they put a lot of shots on, but can't find a lot of goals. And the demos start to come through here as we see come through for these Wildcats. That makes this offensive style of play that they utilize so much more dangerous. So you're the Wizards. The longer this goes on, the worse it looks for you.
Yeah, as I was saying from the beginning, the Wizards need early goals or they're likely to lose. But as Legion tries to get this clear over to Waff, Waff tries to beat out one, but Tristan beats him out. Back to Will, though. Will keeping it in the end of the Wizards. Trying to get that constant pressure. A little bit of a whiff from Will, but Waff's there to bail him out. Waff tries to put this one to mid, but Pope 50s it clear, and Legion's caught having to scramble back there. Pope up. Pope doesn't get the 50 he wants, but it ends up over with Tristan. Tristan tries to put this one towards the mid. A bit of a demo by Will. And Will gets the possession here. 0 boost, though. We'll see what he's able to do. Will tries to get it across to Legion, but cut off by Tristan. Tristan trying to keep this possession going, but is struggling a little, unable to connect with his teammates as the ball goes back in the Wizard zone here. And we're almost at the halfway point of this game, and no goals have been scored.
And both teams still searching for purchase. You see the demos, though, right? You see the Wildcats have gotten so much more aggressive this game, and that's important because it can throw a team off. It ruins their boost rotation, and their regular rotations as well. So again, the longer this goes on, like you said, the more you feel like the Wildcats are favored. But the Wizards, they've hung in there drastically. They know their series is on the line, and this again feels like a game much like Game 1, in which the first goal will decide it all.
Yeah, and currently I think the Wildcats have the edge. As you were saying, they're used to playing this, and they've been the more offensive team, I believe. Yeah, with 5 shots compared to only 1 from the Wizards. The Wizards have not had the offense this game, and we'll see if that'll change here as Neutrino tries to carry this one in. 50, and Legion gets the possession though. Waff 50s Tristan, gets the 50 though, and he tries to keep the control going. Waff with control beats one, but Neutrino's there to keep the pressure in. Bit of a whiff from Legion, but Will's there to bail him out. Will trying to get the follow-up, but a bit of a pass tried by Tristan, but no one's there on his team. Tristan trying to continue a bit of a solo play here, but really just has no support, as the double up on defense has been suffocating on the Wizards by the Wildcats here.
Yes, but both teams still aren't able to find purchase on this net. It sort of feels like you can tell the nerves in this matchup, right? Neither team sort of commits to the offense. Both lob it at each other and then rush back downfield to get some boost to make sure they can save it. So whichever team finds that confidence within them to push an offensive possession, you feel like is the one that will be favored. You know, it historically has been the Wizards in this series, but I feel like as we continue to tick down in the bottom minute here, this is anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, good defensive play though. The Wildcats have been really strong with that. You think one of these counterattacks will eventually go in, and if you're the Wizards, you need to score, and you need to score now. They've got the solo plays, but the defense has just been rock solid on the side of the Wildcats here. Waff gets this one clear, no boost though, trying to follow this up. Will get there first though as he puts it towards the midfield. Missed by Tristan, but Pope is there. Legion gets the possession, trying to put this towards the mid, gets a nice 50, beats out one, and Will is there. And now it's a lead for the Wildcats here with 30 seconds to play.
And that could be brutal for the Wizards. I don't expect them to give up, but the Wildcats, so much confidence is born of this goal here. It's a great team play that does come through from both. And it just sort of feels like the antithesis of this series, right? Wizards, they shoot it all the time. And I used the word antithesis wrong, I know. But the Wizards, it sort of sums the series up. They shoot it all the time. They can't find any purchase. The Wildcats eventually come downfield in the back end, and they score the first goal. As time continues to tick down, like you said, the bottom 15 here, can the Wizards find that purchase?
Yeah, the Wizards have always struggled when they're down. And they're down right now, and time is ticking away. Neutrino tries to get this clear, but the ball will drop, and the Wildcats take Game 5 and take the series with a score of 4-1 here.
And, you know, I thought it would be a little closer, 4-2, so I was a little off there. But the Wildcats, they came out, they looked like the better team. The Wizards, they played them rough, they played them strong, right? They came through and stayed there, but at the end of the day, weren't quite able to find enough purchase to find that winning formula. Tristan, he had a lights out performance, but the Wildcats just looked better. Their defense on point. Raid, I mean, I truly think the defense was the best thing for the Wildcats. And in my opinion, I have to give that, because of that, the MVP of my match, or of the Wildcats for me in this match, was Legion.
I thought Legion was excellent. Waff is always consistently good, but he needs that second player to step up for his team to be at its best. And Legion was great defensively, great offensively, connecting with Waff, getting goals, getting saves, just all over the field, super successful. And he was really the wild card who stepped up, and the Wildcats took this one in pretty dominant fashion. If I'm the Wildcats, I'm super happy with this performance.
I am as well. I mean, obviously, you won the game. That said, guys, we will be back in a quick moment with an interview with Dr. Headshot, of course, the sub for this team, to give some analysis on their team and what their plans are for Grand Finals. You won't want to miss it. We'll see you in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody, to the RLPC. My name is Dead Medic here with Dr. Hitshot for the interview for the Wildcats. Now, I predicted you guys to win my predictions on peak tonight, but again, you disappoint me. It was 4-1, not 4-2. You guys look calm, cool, collected, and confident, but your defense stood out to me tonight as the best part of your game. Has that been consistent throughout the season, or was that just something you guys have perfected and stepped up for playoffs?
Um, I feel like with me and Waff, and of course the others, we've always been very heavy on defense during playoffs. Not so much during regular season. Again, I think just a playoff thing where we're much more defensive and get a lot of saves.
Yeah. I mean, you guys let the Wizards shoot, but you never really let them score. And it was a big part for you guys to stifle them, to make them frustrated, then take it back downfield on the transition and score the net. Now, you bring home the dub. I know there was some back and forth, but you get it. You get the dub there. So now you're going to have to play. I believe the result is out. I got to make sure on this really fast. It looks like you'll play the Admirals, I believe, although I don't know if they've actually played their full series. I could be wrong on that. I will have to check. But either way, do you guys feel confident? Do you feel ready for grand finals? Is there someone you're worried about that you're going to have to play? Or is it like, we're just going to play our game, we